When it comes to playing Cypher, your camera, cages, and wires enable you to almost single-handedly defend a point. In this video, we'll go over some of the fundamental trapwire principles that every aspiring Cypher player should learn as they make their way up the rank ladder.
Now, where to set up shop?
A common mistake that a lot of players new to Cypher will make is to place their trapwires low to the ground and across routes that they expect enemies to go through. While it is the right idea, routes where players would typically slowly move through are prone to having trapwires spotted and taken out. When it comes to experienced players, instead of outright taking out a wire, they will usually just jump over it, basically baiting your team with a false sense of security because somebody bypassed your wire. This tripwire will allow you to hold the angle of A short by hugging the wall near A long. Not only will you be in a safe position while covering A by yourself, but you will also be able to get a clean kill as long as your aim is accurate. While you may be tempted to put it across the corridor anchoring against the concrete block, it is more effective to place the wire just behind the block itself so the enemy cannot preemptively shoot it before rushing onto the site. This trapwire first accomplishes the goal of running across a route that an enemy might take, but it is also planted in a way that forces them to search for it after triggering. The less intuitive where the wire source is, the better. Regardless of what map we're on, it's generally never a bad idea to run a trapwire that runs across a doorway. You'll be informed that a player has taken out your tripwire, meaning you'll have a slight advantage when it comes to the gunfight as long as you can react to the tripwire being destroyed quickly. Tripwiring the door is the easiest trap on B, but you can take it to the next level. Tripwiring inside B at an angle like this can give you an easier time with getting a quick frag. What you can do is hide behind B box, wait for an enemy to destroy or run your tripwire, and then proceed to get a quick and easy kill.
Careful now. I saw your secrets. They made you weak.
When defending mid-doors, a wire placement that most people won't expect is if you place it vertically like so. Given how this is the only way to get into the garage, it's a good wire spot that can be followed up by one that runs laterally across the room. It's important to note that this vertical wire is a bit of a cheese tactic that will only work once. In future rounds, try doubling up with 2 at waist level within the room to mix it up.
They found my wire. Caught one. What's the last bug?
When you're on C, you can throw a default trapwire along C long, since there aren't too many gimmicky spots that you can throw the trap. A more interesting trapwire for Haven at C site that is great for post-planting is to run your wire like so at the back of site, anchoring it along the wall and the side of the boxes. As opposed to directly in the corridor, placing a wire here will mean that it will only be seen by enemies who walk further up and forces them to look sideways briefly to break the wire. The same concepts that we went over previously could be applied to other maps like Split and Bind. So the next time when you try and go wire up showers in point A, just think about the angle of approach an enemy would take, and how you'd be able to weave a web that would be difficult to disarm. It should go without saying, but one of the best ways to use the trapwire spots and techniques in this video is to double them up with a cage. They are designed to work together almost perfectly. The remotely activatable cages function as a smoke, which when paired with a trapwire makes it so that your opponent can't see outside while you are able to see in. For this room, consider running the wires diagonally like so. Anyone who triggers these will not only be exposed at the window, but will also be forced to look downwards to take out the wire unless they want to be dazed. Either way, you should be able to get a clean shot on them if they spring your trap.
I saw your secrets.
Good trapwire placements will enable you to slow down a push, prevent being caught off guard by flanks, and help protect you and your team after clearing out a site and going for a plant. With proper understanding on how the enemy will path, a well-laid web of trapwires can offer a large amount of value to your team, as they remain active even if you get taken out. While we weren't able to show every single trapwire spot in this video, you'll find more to add to your arsenal like we did by playing and experimenting. Let us know your favorite tripwire spots in the comments below.